So we said on Monday that we are on, I'm saying week 25, but you know, correct me if we're on 26. You're 25, 26, we're here anyway, and that's the most important thing. So you're all very welcome. It's lovely seeing all the regular faces here. I see Tom, I see Pat waving there from her lovely armchair. Hi, Pat. And I see Isabel making her way to her special spot. Lovely, lovely to see you all. So I'm going to do the last of the sutras today. So we've been doing, I've done 6 and this is the 7th one. And I know I've kind of mixed up the days that you do them, but I'll just do another day. Next Monday I'll talk about how to put the whole thing together. But I thought let's go and experience them all first, and then we'll look at putting the whole practice together. So the last sutra today that we're going to do is Sat Chit Ananda. And I'll put it in the chat because you'll be saying, Susie, how do you spell that? S-A-T-C-H-I-T-A-N-A-N-D-A. Sat Chit Ananda. So Sat Chit Ananda is one of those sutras which, like I have been saying, is a mantra with meaning. So that's what a sutra is. And at the end of each practice, I've been giving you an opportunity to try on what's the essence of that sutra, what does it mean? So there are these statements that kind of demonstrate what that principle is. And it's lovely when you're in a very receptive state at the end of the practice, just to, even if you don't even hear the words I'm saying, just feel into the vibration of the sutra Sat Chit Ananda. Obviously Sat Chit Ananda is Sanskrit, and if I was to translate it into English, it means my inner dialogue reflects the fire of my soul. Okay, so my inner dialogue reflects the fire of my soul. So that's a beautiful principle, you know, to live by, and that's why I love these Synchro Destiny Sutra statements, because they're beautiful principles to live by. So my inner dialogue reflects the fire of my soul. So when I look into the mirror, you know, you get to really question, you know, maybe sometimes we have old beliefs or ideas about ourselves, maybe about your body, maybe about where you live, or, you know, certain things. And sometimes, you know, they don't serve us anymore. Maybe we've kind of grown out of them. So with the sutra, Sat Chit Ananda, we can sort of try it on for size, and it'll help us to release certain things that maybe we're holding on to that don't serve us anymore. So what it helps us with is mastery over our own inner dialogue, you know. Did you ever find yourself saying something? Did you ever hear something coming out of your mouth and go, oh my God, did I just say that? I'm sure we've all done it. And you just kind of say it because maybe I heard my mom saying it, or just it's the general thing that we say over here and we kind of get away with it. I don't know, but sometimes we say stuff without really meaning it either. We say it out of a habit, maybe. But you know, our words are very powerful, so becoming more impeccable with our words and realizing the power of them is really, really important. And I think as you develop this self-mastery in terms of activating that self-awareness, we just suddenly are alarmed by some of the stuff that we can come out with. Like, you know, it can be, wow, did I really say that? So we're going to, at the end of the practice today, we're going to go in and we're going to just use the statement Sat Chit Ananda with those principles. And the actual words of Sat Chit Ananda, the meaning is that my inner dialogue reflects the fire of my soul, or like my passion. But Sat technically means truth. Chit means consciousness, and Ananda means bliss. So truth, consciousness, and bliss. But in this meditation, what I normally use it is truth is love, you know. Consciousness is like knowingness, you know. They can go hand in hand. when you're speaking to non-Liverpudlians, what you say can sometimes be misunderstood. Okay. Okay. If I am not clear, please let me know. So yeah, and
Susie, no, I didn't mean that. You're understood. I can be very misunderstood by if I'm talking to people who are from Liverpool, because we have a different way of speaking, like the Irish do.
I get you now. Yeah, absolutely. Because we get away with using all sorts of swear words. Like they just flow out of me, you know. And to other people, it's like, oh my God. But yeah, I have to really watch myself, obviously, as well, because it's the nature of. It's kind of how we communicate here, and there's no. But you see, we can say one sentence, and it can have numerous meanings. Like when Sarah was doing the teacher training here in Cork with me, she'd ask me a question, and I would say, I will, yeah. Now, oh, I will, yeah, can mean not a chance. It can mean, yeah, of course I'll do it. She was getting super confused. She was like, what? And I was like, I will, yeah. That means, when I say it that way, it means not a chance. I'm not doing that, you know? And she was like getting so confused. And I was like, oh, I will, yeah, like means I will do it. So it's about intonation and things like that, you know? So that was kind of fun. But basically, we're going to just feel into this one anyway, the Chit Ananda. You've probably seen that sutra. I've seen it in a lot of different things, and it's often used in meditations. So maybe you've already kind of had an experience of it. So in the practice today, we're going to go into the heart. We're really going to connect with the heart, because, you know, this is the fire of our soul, and the temple or the home or the garden of our soul, for me anyway, is in my heart. And it's in this sacred place where the silent like silent witness dwells, right? So the silent one who looks through your eyes. So I feel it's a very sacred experience to really meditate on the heart and connect with that silent witness. Really feel it in here or wherever you feel it for yourself. It's definitely here for me. And when we're going in there, we're going to have an opportunity to let go of some grievances. So sometimes we can fill our heart with stuff that we don't really need in there. So it would be just like having a lash of weeds growing in your garden. So we're going to do a little bit of weeding in the garden of your soul, in the garden of your heart. And just if something appears and you want to let it go, just have that really subtle intention to let it go. Okay? And so we'll give it a go and see how we get on. Okay, we'll meditate for about 20 minutes. So be comfortable now. And it's lovely to have you all here together. Take whatever you need now to just to support yourself always in your practice. Feel supported. Feel supported now by the container that we've opened here. And the virtual space that we all occupy, as well as the physical space that we each occupy in each of our own locations. And as you begin now to draw your awareness inward, let's just begin by softly close those eyes, relax the shoulders, relax your hands and your feet. And we're going to just make sure that everybody is muted. It's okay, I'll do it. And I want you now to notice, how are you breathing? Is your breathing natural? Is it easy? Effortless? Slow and steady? And allow it to be however it is right here, right now. And in this moment, all you have to do now is simply be here now. And continue like this, observing your breath. So this isn't a breathing technique, this is just an observation. We're observing our breath. And as you keep bringing your attention back here, begin to notice the subtleties of how the breath moves from your external environment, and it just simply flows naturally in through the nose if your mouth is softly closed. And just notice that subtle rise across your chest with each inhale. And again with each exhale. I am breathing in. And I am breathing out. And hopefully by now you'll begin to notice that as your breath settles, so too does your mind. And the breath will probably naturally deepen of its own accord. Let's evolve now to move from that breath awareness down into like a heart-centered breath. Feel the breath now as your chest expands ever so slightly. Notice how those lungs protect your heart. And now with each breath, allow that gentle expansion in the lungs. And feel how it expands across your chest. Breathe into your heart now. And you can allow your breath to deepen now. Breathe a little deeper into the heart. Feel a little expansion with each breath going in. And then notice what happens with each breath as you breathe out. There's a subtle contraction. And keep coming back to this heart-centered breath. With your awareness here at the heart. We're going to connect with the energy of gratitude today. So just silently say to yourself now, I'm grateful. I am grateful. And as you feel and connect with that energy of gratitude, maybe now you can take a few moments to consider all the people and all of the things and places in your life that you are grateful for. Maybe all the people that share their life and their love with you. Allow them now to float up into your awareness. Really feel that energy of gratitude and allow it now to encase each memory or visual, whatever comes up. Maybe people's names, or maybe it's more visual, it's a time you experienced with somebody or at some particular place. Maybe it's your pet. Maybe it's for your safety, that you feel safe and you feel gratitude for that. But keep coming back to I'm grateful. And allow that gratitude to expand across your chest, making space for all of the things in your life that you're grateful for to bubble up now. And as we move into the next stage of this practice, I invite you now to silently say to yourself, every decision I make is a choice between a grievance and a miracle. Today I choose miracles as I let go of the grievances. So every decision I make is a choice between a grievance and a miracle. Today I choose miracles and I let go of grievances. And let's take a pause here just to allow any grievances to arise that maybe no longer serve you, that you're ready to let go of. Every decision I make is a choice between a grievance and a miracle. Today I choose miracles and I let go of any grievances that I am holding on to that no longer serve me. And allow this release now to make space in your heart. Feel with each breath an expansion happening. And it's here where we release those grievances that we bring in the sutra for today. We bring it in English first, so we bring in the energy of love, consciousness, and bliss. Just feel those qualities. Love, it can be consciousness or knowingness, and bliss. Just simply repeat each word: love, knowingness, and bliss. And now we'll transition into the Sanskrit form of the sutra, which is Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat, Chit, Ananda. And continue like this, either with the words in English or Sanskrit. And imagine now that they're like a fertilizer or a balm on your heart, soothing and holding you. Sat, Chit, Ananda. bliss. And simply bask here now as you feel your heart filling up. Imagine it's like a warm honey now, and it's spreading to every cell in your body, soothing you, healing you, calming you. And then draw that awareness back into the center of your chest. And see now if you can connect with a pinpoint of light. Just visualize a small pinpoint of light at the center of your heart. And just feel that that's the pinpoint of light. And it's reflecting within you the qualities of this sutra, the qualities of Sat, Chit, Ananda. And as those qualities of love, knowingness, and bliss pulsate from that center of your heart, they're moving out to every channel of your body. Now I want you to connect with the body. And if there's any area where you feel like you've been holding tension, or where you've been noticing a dull ache or some sort of uncomfortable sensation, maybe you're prone to headaches or a stomach upset, maybe it's in your back or one of your arms or legs. Wherever you feel is your, let's call it a weak spot. Imagine now this pinpoint of light focusing from your heart to that area in your physical body. And by maintaining your attention between the connection of the two places, just allow your awareness now to stay witness and present with that. We'll hold the space for this healing to happen for about another minute or two till you hear the next bell. And if the light gets dim, just reignite it with the Sat Chit Ananda. And now allow that pinpoint of light to gently begin to fade back into the background. But just know and trust that it never goes out. It's always hanging out there in that place where the silent witness dwells within you. And as we come to the end of our practice, we're going to try on the sutra statements that go with Sat Chit Ananda. So, keeping your eyes softly closed, just feel each statement as I call it back. And at the end of each one, we'll just silently say Sat Chit Ananda. And this really helps us to encapsulate the seed meaning of the principle. So Sat Chit Ananda, my inner dialogue reflects the fire of my soul. Imagine now that you are centered and totally at peace. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that you are looking at the world with knowingness and peace. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that all beings are equal. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that you are not affected by flattery or criticism. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that you are focused on the journey and not the destination. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that in your presence all hostility is overcome by a profound peace. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that you are detached from the outcome. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that a deeply profound ocean of calm exists in you that is not affected by any turbulence. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that love radiates from you like light from a bonfire. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that you are in love with everything and everybody. Imagine that you are intoxicated with love. Sat Chit Ananda. Imagine that the right answer comes to you whenever you are confronted by any question spontaneously. Sat Chit Ananda. And the last statement is imagine that you know exactly what to do in every situation. Sat Chit Ananda. And let's just pause for one more minute as we allow those sutra statements just to wash over our whole being, trying them all on for size. So please maintain that connection with that silent witness at the center of your chest, in your own sacred temple. And let's begin now to bring that practice to a close by taking a long, slow, deep breath in, filling up across your chest, filling up your heart, and feeling the qualities of love, knowingness, and bliss pulsate across your whole physical body. And I want you just to pause and really register how you feel right here, right now, in this moment. Really create a memory of wholeness for yourself, for showing up today in the practice and trying it on for size just to see how it feels. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly bring your attention back from that beautiful expanded state of awareness by drawing our energy nicely back to a nice range where you feel safe. And here we're going to close the practice by beginning to move our fingers and our toes. Feel the soles of your feet, feel really connected to the earth, feel very grounded now. Maybe take another long, slow, deep breath in and move your arms and stretch out into the external environment that you occupy. Feel yourself expanded from the inside now with those qualities of Chit Ananda. And then let's draw the hands down in prayer position. Gently press the tips of the fingers to the forehead. Take a bow to yourself, to your higher self, for showing up again today and embracing everything that's coming into your life. Then draw the thumbs to the back of the heart, and let's connect with the Sangha, with the collection, with the collective, and with our community here online. And take all the time you need. Take another couple of long, slow, deep breaths in before you open your eyes, or if you want to, just rub the hands and then cup them gently over the eyes. Just feel that balm, feel that really soothing energy as you come from the internal environment, that beautiful sacred stillness and silence, and gently move back out into the external. And hopefully you feel a little bit better coming out than you might have done going in. And we'll take a few minutes. I will stop the recording. And we'll take about 5 or 6 minutes if anybody wants to share anything, but I will finish up at about 1:45 so that you can get yourselves ready, because I'm sure Sue is getting herself ready to do the first of her mom caravans at 5, and I'll be there with you all. So I have to figure out how to get in there. So I'll stop the recording now. But everybody looks a lot better.